Today's show is sponsored by Free Lunch Coffee. Would you like to make a difference with your morning coffee? Your morning cup of coffee could help end child hunger. Free Lunch Coffee is on a mission to end hunger from the lives of young children. When you buy one bag of Free Lunch Coffee, you are also providing 10 meals to children in need. And Free Lunch Coffee gives away 50% of the money they make to end hunger in the lives of young children. On top of being for a great cause, Free Lunch Coffee has great coffee that is specialty grade, certified organic, and fair trade. They offer 100% money back guarantee for 30 days. If you don't absolutely love their coffee, they will give you a full refund and you can keep the coffee. You have nothing to lose. They have some amazing custom made mugs and tumblers as well. Free Lunch Coffee is offering a 10% discount to our listeners. Just use code Dignified at checkout. That's code Dignified at checkout. So go check them out at freelunchcoffee.com. That's freelunchcoffee.com. You are now listening to the Dignified Delinquent. Hey, it's just sophisticated ignorance is best.
My name is Vanessa, and I ask the tough questions.
Hey, it's Go. You know we stay lit, and you know why you here. So let's get it.
Yep, it's your boy Jared the Great, and you are tuned into a brand new episode of the Dignified Delinquents podcast. And I got my peoples in the building as always. To my left, hey, you see him, you better with your ashy knees go.
Yo, it's your boy Sko, aka I'm not VSJ, aka that kid, aka the best vlogger and the best
lover,
you know. And welcome back to another show. To my right, I have the wonderful, the most known, the Vanessa Ness.
Nessa.
I like that.
I love that.
Nessa.
I didn't see that coming.
You was just, it was like, oh, what happened?
And to my right, I
Oh,
got the boss. The big man, Mr.
I gotta be big man. Shit.
big dog. Look, you gotta correct it real
That's
quick.
what I meant.
Cut the
Big
music.
dog.
Shit, what the fuck? Fuck, I gotta be big fella for.
Sorry,
Shit.
we don't all wear 2X.
I'm gonna beat your ass. Cut the fucking show. We done. I'm done. You niggas is fired. New co-host.
Hey, go home.
We were doing so well.
Goddamn.
Y'all were the longest running co-hosts on this show.
It's been nice, guys.
You just fucked it up.
We gonna show up next week.
Why the fuck would you put me out there like that?
You know, I'm sorry. I didn't think it was that big a
No,
deal.
it's just a huge deal.
Well, I wear 1X.
That ain't shit.
What does that mean? What? So I'm a little nigga?
Get up.
I'm a little nigga?
You know I'm insecure.
Yeah, that's all right. I meant that you was the boss. That's what I meant, and I meant that.
I meant that you was the big dog.
Yeah. How you doing today?
Blessed.
And highly favored.
Hungry.
Okay.
Hey, man, don't talk to me about being hungry.
Why didn't you eat before you came to the show?
Man, I tried to, but...
What happened?
You are... All right, so long story short, you feel me? GPS thought I was going to take me somewhere else. I thought I was going to be there sooner than what I was. I wanted some Zaxby's, to be honest with y'all. I had a taste for Zaxby's. There was no Zaxby's over here. It was 15 minutes away from this location. I'm like, all right, bet. I got some time to spare. Go over there. By the time I get over there, the line is wrapped around the building 2 times. I'm like, I can't wait, because if I do, I'm going to miss this and that, and they're going to be mad at me.
We got to do an interview.
That's what I'm saying. So I was like, bro, I got to be there at 8. It's like 7:45 now, so I'm already going to be late. So
It was.
And when you text me, it was like, when you text like, hey guys, going to get something to eat and I'm on the way, I was like,
I seen when you sent.
so this motherfucker ain't gonna make it.
Jared do little subliminal stuff.
I seen the eyes, and I knew the eyes either meant one or two things. Because I knew Jerry though, I knew it was only one. It meant either bring some or what the fuck is you doing? We finna start.
Do I have telltale signs? Y'all, because y'all been working with me. Vanessa, you've been here since July, and Vasco, you've been here since I want to say October.
We gonna go with that one.
October, yeah. After your interview, do I have telltale signs?
You absolutely.
Hell yeah. Does a bear shit in the woods?
Sometimes.
Every damn time.
What are my telltales? I'm gonna tell you what y'all telltales are. I'm gonna tell y'all about y'all ass. Listen, we going into the new year. We in this bitch drinking champagne. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we gonna put it all out there.
Vanessa said I shouldn't say that word. No. We in here drinking champagne. We in here living life. We going into 2021. So we gonna turn up. What's my telltale signs?
One of them is in text message when you really want to say something. I can tell because you don't say anything at all. You put an emoji or a single word, and then that will say, "Ah, shit, Jerry really wants to say something."
Angelica, what?
That's what happens.
I do that?
You do that all the time. You did it today.
What I said?
Sure.
Well, what?
Are we doing wait, was that today or yesterday? I don't know what I asked.
Full show?
Yeah.
Full show?
Oh no, with the time. It was with the time.
Oh no, that was me being funny.
The time was actually supposed to be 8:30, and then I said no. That was last night.
Okay.
It was supposed to be 8:30, and I said 8, and then you said sure, and that was your ass saying because y'all ain't never on time. No way.
No,
so,
that was not what I was saying. What I was saying was
yes, it was. What you meant with the eyes when you text Vasco
today? When he was like he going the eyes was like nigga.
You know what time?
So you wanted to say more than what you said.
Yeah, but I mean, but sometimes text messages can be a little misread, unread. So the eyes was like, nigga, what you mean? Mm-hmm. You on the way, but it's 7:45. We got an interview at 8.
One of the number one telltales you got, especially with me, is when you want me to say something with a little bit more or more correctly. It's try one more time. Try, one more time, but do it like this.
What you mean?
Add this in here. All right, one more time. But here's the thing. I got no problem with it because at the end of the day, it ain't making me nothing but better. So
that's why we here to be great.
No, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Learn from each other.
We turning up, nigga. It is. We are going into 2021.
Now you got me started.
Y'all know.
I apologize for being in your car.
It's always one that gotta go too far.
I'm sorry. The toys up.
So last week we had Trap Beckham on the show.
Yes.
And I appreciate him for coming through. We got a special guest this week. Shout out to Trap. Love booty matter.
Yeah.
Love booty matter. Love booty. I need it's been a good year, dog.
It has been.
It's been a great year. I mean,
you got me.
We added Vanessa to the show.
We got Vasco.
We added Vasco to the show.
Stop playing.
Big Dog to the show.
Yeah.
I think that this is and the frequent delinquents have spoken. This crew, this setup, this progression is like the best that we've had ever.
I would agree.
Well, I appreciate y'all for nominating us for being the best.
Not nominating.
Oh, go ahead and vote.
No, we ain't gonna do no vote.
We ain't gonna do no vote.
We ain't gonna do that.
Vanessa told me about votes earlier this year.
They already stated. I'm just saying, they already stated who the best host is.
Vanessa was like, because what we ain't gonna do is vote. That sounds too votey. Who's your favorite host? We gonna say rank the host.
Even though whenever we did that,
the results said what they said.
You said the favorite host.
Yeah, I'm being petty a little bit, but that's okay.
Oh, I thought you were saying amongst us, like
I'm just saying
who y'all favorite delinquent is.
Okay, well, you want to do it? We can do it.
Hey, first off, don't throw it over here. Get ready for
it. Competition.
You want to make it a competition? Like, who's the favorite delinquent?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to get a gauge. Who the favorite delinquent is?
Don't be biased. You know what I'm saying? You've been rocking with Jerry since ever and ever and ever.
Can you rock with Jerry?
But yeah,
I mean, I think I know the answer.
Unbiased.
Yeah. No. I mean, it goes.
I don't feel like I know the answer.
Out of all of us,
I know the answer.
Who would be their favorite delinquent?
Yeah,
I say Veronica.
It's so funny.
Executive producer.
She might be.
Don't
We gonna do it on the
what
show.
y'all don't see is that Veronica is back there right now plugging in some batteries.
Say hey, Veronica.
Okay.
No, I wanted to do this on the show. I am promoting everyone.
Oh shit!
I am promoting everyone.
We get a raise?
Yeah, you get a raise.
Yeah.
You go from where you at to where you at.
All right.
It's almost something.
This is almost something. Soon as you get it, we gonna get it. It's the leg, babe.
Okay.
So I want to promote Veronica and Vanessa. They're both producers on the show along with myself. I think that we all are executive.
Facts.
We all do a lot of stuff. We all content create. We all have ideas, and it ain't fair for me to just be the only executive producer on the show. So from today going into 2021, y'all heard that?
Hell yeah, that shit got caught. That motherfucking frog in your throat.
And you better bomb drop or something whenever you finish this announcement.
Oh, I'm sorry, because I be forgetting I got this board. I want to make, starting today, Vanessa and Veronica are both associate producers.
Hey! Upgrade. You feel me?
right, cheers.
Whoopee! Congrats, guys. I'm so jealous.
And so Vasco is a producer now?
Vasco is not a producer, but Vasco has his reasons why he's not a producer.
Okay.
Because Vasco is busy.
Vasco low key like an intern. He a co-host and intern.
I like that.
You
I'd
like
rather be that. Yeah.
Put that on your resume.
You should though, honestly.
Bro, we just finesse the system.
Yes.
That's all it's about is finding a way to finesse the system.
This is so facts, but we're not gonna speak on it right now because then I get into it.
There you go. You heard. You say it again. So we're going into 2021. We in here drinking our mimosas bottomless until the bottom runs out.
I gotta pee.
I know you don't. Not after that right now.
No, we good. I'm gonna hold it in. We just starting, so
he is definitely a virgin mimosa drinker. He is definitely.
Oh yeah, it's my first time drinking mimosas, y'all.
Because soon as you break that seal on mimosas, your ass gonna be running like a leak.
Stop.
Seriously. You will pull the car over and the pee on the highway.
You do that, Jared?
Sometimes. I hope so.
I hope so.
So we're going into 2021. I gotta ask y'all, do y'all make New Year's resolutions? And if so, what is y'all resolution for 2021? 21? 21?
I tried to make a New Year's resolution. I try to start it before the New Year's. I think I have a couple yearly goals. This year, my New Year's resolutions, my day-to-day one is I need to start waking up early. I've read and heard from many different people that's
Waking up
crucial,
early?
for an entrepreneur, for somebody that's trying to get it. So I definitely think I need to wake up early. And the other thing on the back end is that I want to monetize my businesses. So 2020 was me setting it up and establishing my businesses. 2021, I want to start making some real money.
How do you plan on monetizing your businesses? Because in the Clubhouse app that we talked about last week too, that's what they talk about that a lot. And like, because we were trying to monetize the podcast and all this other stuff. How do you plan on monetizing your business?
So one of my businesses is called Authentic Educators, and what we're going to do, or what I've been doing, is building a diversity and anti-bias training. So my plan is it's almost done. My deadline for it is Christmas Day, and the plan is to
so last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the plan is to sell it to hopefully school districts and major companies and maybe even small companies, just for HR training purposes. That's my big plan. So we'll see. Vasco, what you got for your New Year resolution?
This year, as of right now, my biggest goal is because I'm taking YouTube more serious. I want to gain 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully, I can do that before the end of the. You know what I'm saying?
Where you at right now?
As last time I checked, I think I'm like 525 subscribers.
Okay.
So honestly, not too far off. A little bit more than half. So I'm actually very excited about that. Looking forward to getting that goal accomplished. I also want to read a lot more, because I'm on the same wave as you, but I am not dedicated to waking up just early just yet. Because I had my time when I was waking up every day at 4:45, and that was not fun. So
them workouts in the morning. Been there, done that.
I ain't do that in college.
But I'm trying to tell you,
Monday,
man. So
Wednesday, Friday,
waking up,
you can't just show up at 6. If it start at 6, you got to be there at 5:30. You got to get the stretch in. 5:45, you late.
This is a whole job, like we'll talk.
Shout out to the college athletes.
Hey man,
I think that this is gonna be the sound bite for the year 2021. This right here gonna be the sound bite.
They're not.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
That's gonna be the sound bite.
Stupid.
21. I don't know. For me, I want to. So I'm gonna say this. Y'all know that we. You know what I mean? Today ain't the day that we recorded the podcast. I hope y'all smart enough to know that the day that you hear it.
Got him! You thought we filmed this today, my nigga?
but I'm hoping to 2021. 21? I'm hoping to have some. That's gonna be the thing. I'm hoping to, sell a couple of shows to a couple of networks. I got a contract I'm looking at now that's like, hey, we want to put you on this TV network that's streaming service that's ran by comedian Lil Rel. So we just trying to figure that out. So I'm like, you know what, 21 we going, and 21 is my favorite number. So 21 was my football number. Well, 12 is my favorite number.
Okay.
What was your football position?
When I played football, I was a linebacker. Yeah, I played linebacker.
Okay, yo.
And you, man, we called you big fella.
You was a Mike or Will?
I was a Mike for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we ran a 52.
Okay.
So sometimes I would play Z. I would play the Z, which is kind of like you got to be a little agile to play the Z.
Nigga, I know what it is.
Okay, all right.
Z, dime, all that shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sometimes I would if they had doubles my side, I'll pop out. I got him.
Jared was athletic
You know
as shit.
what I mean?
That 2 X don't mean nothing no more.
Okay.
Stop saying that.
I'm trying to fix it.
The fuck going on with your head?
I was trying to fix it.
Why you talking about me?
Oh,
Show your hair.
Oh, we can do that.
Trey
No,
Songz.
what's up? No,
Come on, Trey
I
Songz.
can't take the
Pull it
duty
out.
bro.
Take it off.
That's gonna be a whole thing.
Take it off.
Oh my God, Lord have mercy.
Your Trey Songz. Just gotta make it. Boy, what the fuck?
Braids, my nigga.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I thought you had them braided to the back. You got.
Oh no. They just got the box braids.
You got the box braids. That's what it said.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Look. Okay.
Damn,
Travis
I
Scott.
can't hear nothing on.
Who did them?
Yeah. Huh?
You went and got them done?
Hey, shout out to my lovely lady, man, my one and only, my soon to be eventually wife. She did this. It was her first time actually.
Damn, how long y'all been together? It's good. I'm happy that you said it like that though. 21.
What's happening?
Nah, it ain't been that long, but it's been a minute. Long enough for me to say it. Just say
it's
put it
been
like
long
that.
enough.
Yeah, 'cause especially when you can sit between her legs and she put that blue magic in your hair.
Hey,
now I'll be twisting my man up too.
Hit one of them, go to sleep, start. Wake up.
She massage your scalp, and those braids don't hurt like that because they ain't going down to your scalp. Those braids is
So yeah, you know
so
what
you
I'm
can
saying?
you can fall asleep with those.
I'm gonna
She
have
parks
these
you
in for
real
a little
quick.
minute. The plan is to have these boys in at least till this break is over.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to grow my hair
My
out.
dog finna come back with locks.
Your hair long as hell. What you trying to grow out to be?
What you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna keep, bro. I ain't gonna count. I was talking to my girl about this earlier today. I'm not gonna cut my hair until I finally get this, and that's probably gonna be a
You
minute.
ain't getting that no time soon.
That's why I said, yeah, I said it's probably gonna be a minute. You
Tell
gotta
y'all, don't
disrespect
stop
me.
waiting on them beards.
If you ain't got it, you just ain't gonna get it.
You not gonna
It's
disrespect me.
dead.
not at this
It
age.
just take a long time. My pops it took a long time to grow his, so
I hope I get
I'm thinking
one.
it's genetics.
What age did he grow his beard?
Man, I don't even know. To be honest with you, I grew my beard faster than my dad grew his when he was coming up. So I'll probably get mine before he got his. But
So he has one now?
yeah, no, he got the whole shebang. And
You got a Ross. Ugh.
Yeah.
I ain't said that in a long
Shebang,
time.
bang, bang.
What you know about shebang?
Shebang,
Boom, boom, boom.
shebang.
So, what has been y'all highlight of 2020?
Ooh, I ain't really got too many highlights. I got a lot of lows.
What was one of your lows?
What?
What was a low?
Hold on, go to Vanessa. Let me get comfortable before I talk
No,
about that.
my highlights was same as my resolution. This year I was able to turn a hobby into a business.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Though
better
that
say that.
was my highlight. I did that 3 times over. So like I said, this year was just setting that groundwork, and then hopefully next year is building. And it's sometimes I'm like, damn, I think I'm doing so good, but then I'm like, nah, this is just year 1. I'm like in the baby steps. I still got a long way to go.
You gotta,
Building the race, though.
but listen, as long as
I got a
you
long way in the trenches.
walking and moving forward,
Yeah, true.
ain't nobody gonna shit on you, stop you, or nothing like that.
This
So
is
for this
facts.
next week, I need to be off, boss.
Oh, we
that I
done
can
after this
focus.
show.
Oh, okay.
After this show, what the hell you
Just
been
listen,
reading?
y'all. When Jared, this man be like, be here on Thursday, be here on Friday,
We
be
did
available
that.
on Saturday, Sunday we doing the meeting. Monday we got to be.
Monday
on
we got a photo shoot.
Make sure you post
Guessing I'm
on
worse than the
Twitter
church.
and on Instagram.
Am I worse than the church? Monday,
no.
Bible study. Tuesday, 4 o'clock meeting. Wednesday,
Every
deacon
team
meeting.
need
Thursday.
Every team need one.
We will have the second service
We're gonna have
immediately
second
after
service.
the
Then we
first.
got a guest pastor coming in. Now, do y'all believe in vision boards? Like, do y'all make vision boards?
I have one at the house that I made not too long ago.
I always make them, but I ain't gonna cap. I don't really like stick to them.
I don't.
It's kind of like a template just to show you that it's there.
I look at it all the time. I hang it up on the wall. Well, yeah, the one I got right now, I ain't gonna lie, it's not hung up on the wall, it's sitting behind the TV. But
Wow.
I made it, and sometimes I look behind the TV and like, okay,
you look
it
at
says
it.
$1 million on it, so okay, keep
Your
going.
vision board say $1 million on it?
Yeah, but I don't have a vision board, but hanging up. But I do have a whiteboard in my hallway, where I write like my weekly goals and stuff on. So I walk past that every single day. Y'all got a whiteboard, vision board?
So I don't have a vision board, but I like my wife is big on vision boards. Like she make one every year, and I gotta say that for her they works because she hit her goals for the most part on her vision board every year. For me, I've never been a person where it's like I have to write my vision down to go after it. Like I don't need to be reminded every day what my vision. Like I do a lot of thinking in my head. So for me, it's like I'm here with mine.
Are your ideas like streamlined though? Because for me, my ideas go from here to here to here to here to here. You know, like there's 60 different things at any given time that I could be doing, either for statement threads, authentic educators, for my kids, for this. Like, or are you just pretty much?
So I have a general consensus of what I want to do, and then I'll make ways to get to that goal. Now, in the past, I haven't always been as consistent. Okay. Like even with this podcast, like I thought about big things that we can do for this podcast, and then pre y'all, and you know, right? Like I would say that, and I think I told my wife this the other day. This is the first year where we actually did the podcast consistently, like every month. Didn't take 2 months off and come back. Like didn't you clapping for that?
That's a hard ass thing to do, man.
So hard. Like
being consistent in anything is tough, and especially doing a damn podcast. People don't see the man hours that go behind this.
They think you just pull up and talk for a little
bro.
bit.
Like this is not easy.
Absolutely not.
Especially, and I'm gonna brag on you for a little bit.
Okay,
I understand what it's like to be behind the fucking computer screen for hours. Just editing, and the thing about editing is small corrections can take a plethora of time just to make sure things are exactly how you want it, just to make sure that it's enjoyable for the viewers.
That's true.
It's a lot of things that go in behind this stuff that nobody gives you credit for, but I'm here to tell you, man, I'm proud of you.
Listen,
good shit on being motherfucking consistent.
Don't make me cry.
For showing up, and good shit, Sco, for showing up.
Okay, Sco.
And as you as well, Veronica, you was not left out. Good shit for showing up and being on your shit.
The associate producers.
You ready to kill that whole thing? Now they don't even want the thing no more.
They're like, you know what, I'll take it.
Well, that's what I'm thinking of, the associate pastors and you the damn.
Yeah, you the associate pastor don't do nothing but give announcements.
You're the bishop of the house.
All the associate pastors do is give announcements, and they sound something like this.
Here we go.
Do we have any visitors with us today?
Amen.
Don't be afraid to stand up.
Good morning, church. Break it down for me just a little bit. Good morning. Today we want to recognize Sister Mary. Sister Mary's birthday is today. Stand up, Sister Mary. 86 today.
We want to remind y'all to not park in the pastor's parking
spot. We would also like to remind y'all that the 63rd annual church anniversary.
Church anniversary is next Tuesday.
Churches do be having homecoming though.
They do, and anniversaries.
Every year.
I hate when they be like, what? I don't know. Some churches I go to, they'll be like, we require a minimum of 20 to a minimum
to do what?
To take up a minimum.
Do y'all go to church on New Year's Eve? Like, is that y'all thing?
I never had. I think I did that one time. I went to the Potter's house one time. They had a little program. So
back in the day when I like growing up, my church used to do this thing it was called watch service, basically. So like New Year's Eve, you'll go into church and like get to church like at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And like, you know, everybody would go around and say what they're thankful for and XYZ. And then you would, you know, the pastor would go in and preach and he would basically preach into the new year. So like he would start at 11:30 and preach until 12. But that wasn't fun. The fun part was like at the service, you would go downstairs and like they had like 12 tables set up and every table represented a birthday month. Aww. So they told everybody happy birthday at the top of the year. So like you had a January table and like the January table had like the food that you would typically eat in January. Then the February, so like it was like
that's hard.
It was fun. And then we stopped doing it because our church lost funding.
Because y'all stopped tithing.
Folks started coming to church.
I stopped going to church. Honestly, I don't even like going to church on holidays because the sermons are all the same for every holiday. Every Easter, Doesn't matter what church you go to, the sermon's going to be the same. Thanksgiving, the sermon's going to be the same.
That is
very interesting perspective.
Very interesting. I would say interesting.
I say it, but would you say it's not true?
No. That's what I'm saying.
Because definitely Christmas, you heard. Now the birth of Jesus was that started.
You're gonna hear about it. There was no room at the end.
Yeah, Mary was a virgin.
So if they made room for Jesus,
you can make room for all the things that you want to do in your life. Yeah, I don't know. It's
interesting.
I mean, holidays for sure. Mother's Day, Easter.
All the mothers come. Who is the oldest mother among us?
Who's the youngest mother?
So they can
Who has the
somebody.
most kids? Yeah. She's 16. 16. She's 16.
Would you look at her?
And then
wow.
But the pastor be petty a little bit. 16. Out here in these streets at 16. But as she's walking with the Lord, he covered her. Not that night, but he covered her.
Not that night. Not that night.
Come on now, Bishop.
Don't expose her like that.
Now I'm off of work for a week. I can appreciate that just because two whole things.
Vasco been off for how long?
2 months. No way.
You paying for that vacation?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing for y'all break?
Honestly, I'm going back home. And then I'm gonna work more on myself. To be honest with you, deadass on some getting ready for the new year, coming into this new person that I want to be.
What does that mean? Yoga, praying, reading, what?
A lot more praying, a lot more reading. Y'all see me pray on the podcast every time 10-15 hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he done led us about 5 times.
We about 45 minutes out from it.
See, exactly. So you know what I mean. But praying and reading is something I want to do more. And then really just connected with my family while I'm with them. In the time span that I'm with them, because with being in college and everything that I want to do and I'm aspiring for in the future, I don't really get to go back home.
And this your last semester of college too, unless you go get your graduate degree.
Exactly. So to me that it implies like life is really about to get started. Like
this shit's gonna get real.
It started right now.
It's gonna kick off like this in the blink of a fucking eye, and then who knows when the next time I'll be able to really connect with my people.
It's crazy because it's like as soon as you like right now it's like okay he's in school. So whatever help you can get, take that shit. Because as soon as you graduate, it's like oh shit.
I told you the biggest advice. I think we was at the cigar lounge. And I told you what your plan should be for spring semester. Yeah, get the fuck off campus. Yeah, because they don't give a damn about you. That day you graduate, your ass gotta go.
Fuck out.
That's my advice to you. I'm sorry. But Vanessa, what you doing for your break though?
Working on my business. I got a deadline for the 25th. My training needs to be done. So that's what I've been working on. Another thing I really want to do is just connect with friends that I haven't really reached out to in a while. So just reaching out with those type of people, like old friends from college and stuff. You know, life gets busy and we forget about people, friends that have babies and stuff. So yeah. I feel like it's been on my heart that I need to reach out to those people. So I'm gonna do that.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What you gonna do? Rub your feet together?
I'm trying to get to where the money resides.
What the what? What the money reside? What the money reside? What the money reside? What the money reside? Okay,
I'm gonna go out. So gas me.
I'm trying to get to where the money resides. You hear me? No, I have some projects to catch up on, like just to finish. And
what are you working on?
2 weddings. I got 2 weddings to finish for 2 people. Pictures and video. Sorry. But once I get that knocked out the way, I have to write my ass off, because pilot season is coming up, so I have to write a spec for Blackish. Just like a spec is like an episode of a show. I was gonna say,
tell us what pilot season means.
A lot of people don't know. What
okay, I'm sorry. So pilot season is basically like all of the new TV shows that come out, like coming this fall, The Fox is okay. So there's like thousands of people pitching shows to networks. And you're hoping that a network sees your show, picks it up, and take you to pilot season. Okay. And all pilot season is like they give you opportunity to film 1 episode of that show, and then they see that episode and they say, okay, we like this. We're gonna pick it up for 8 episodes or 13. So that's what pilot season is. So we're getting ready for pilot season.
And what show are you gonna pitch?
I am pitching Life. It may not be called that by the time we get to the pilot season. It may be, it definitely would be rewritten and reorganized. But I am pitching Life, and I'm pitching Don't Blame Mr. Charlie.
Can you give us just a little bit? Because I think we should know about life by now.
Yeah.
But just in case we got somebody new with us, what's life about, and what is Mr. Charlie?
Life is about 4 college students who, and if you watch the show, you probably didn't get this. But 4 college students who attend an HBCU whose worlds collide on move-in day when they found out that their living arrangements are not what they expected them to be. So that's the gist of life. And then Mr. Charlie is based off of the premise of 4 Betty Wright songs. After the pain, no pain, no gain, and moving on. The song, it's another song, but it's basically like, you know, Betty Wright did all of these amazing songs talking about, you know, this guy who did her wrong and she took him back and they made it work after all these years. But no one ever asked Mr. Charlie. Don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man. No one ever got his side of the story. So why was Mr. Charlie shit? Like, why was he out here?
What did he do?
What did not what you know what he did,
right.
But why did he do what he did?
Okay.
So Mr. Charlie is taking on his perspective of his story. You know, he was out here doing what he did because.
Okay, for sure, for sure.
Is it? I might be asking too many questions.
No, you good. Go ahead.
Is it just inspired by that, or is it going to be in that time period?
No. So I think that Charlie is definitely a older name. So I wanted to make it new and current. So I called the character CJ, who is Charlie Jr. So it's basically Charlie's son. Yes. And you know, habits tend to repeat themselves generation through generation. So although Mr. Charlie did what he did, now his son has that same generational curse. And you know, we're going to see him fight that cycle and fight those battles because he has a wife who works hard, but his wife, you know, for whatever reason, he loves her. They've been together since high school, but for whatever reason, he steps out on his wife frequently. So that's Mr. Charlie. So and it's delving into the mind of a man to figure out like why do men cheat? Why do men make these decisions when they have, I guess, this ideal situation at home or what can be perceived as ideal?
That sounds interesting as fuck, no cap.
I appreciate that.
It do sound good.
I appreciate that. Don't blame Mr. Charlie.
Okay.
Mr. Charlie is just the man, and the viewers of life, since you brought up life, so with us pitching life for pilot season, I don't know how you may have to wait on a new episode of Life.
I was finna say because I just finished episode 2. So.
Yeah,
which was lit,
and I appreciate everybody for watching it. You may have to wait on a new episode of Life just because if we're pitching this show, I can't be pitching the concept and also making that concept.
Because I'm like, it's such and such and such and such going to break up, and such and such going to get together, and such and such.
But you know what? You know what?
I can't name drop, but
with a bigger budget, we can do so much more with that show. Like, we can make it the real HBCU experience. We can have a real homecoming episode. And, you know, homecoming at the HBCU is lit as hell. I think that show would do good on, like, a FX or, like, a HBO. So we're just trying to, you know, figure it out.
It doesn't remind me of this show. But just a teeny tiny bit. You ever seen Euphoria?
No, it's on HBO.
I've heard of it.
I haven't seen it.
Like,
Zendaya is on that show.
For me, after watching Life, I'm like, okay, if that show can make it as big as it can, I think Life can.
Yeah. Life can be on the Hulu, Netflix.
I was just gonna say on some Netflix shit, bro. Yeah. It was smart.
So we just trying to you know, get it going and, you know, make some things right on the shape in this new year. This new year that's coming.
The only thing with me is that they wouldn't let you keep the blackness of it.
What you mean?
Went to a major
so that's the thing.
Of yours at all?
Well, yeah and no. So the big thing is if you pay attention to TV in 2021, TV and movies, but pay attention to what's happening now in the world. So you see a lot of D1 athletes turning down D1 schools like Florida State, Florida, Alabama, and they're going to these HBCUs. So there's a big focus on HBCU culture, experience, funding HBCUs, and the coaches. You see Jeff Bezos' ex-wife donating $10 million towards HBCUs. So that's where the world is going to turn and highlight a lot of HBCUs, and they're going to try to tell that authentic story of it.
Was it Deion Sanders?
Deion Sanders is at JSU, Jackson State University. So you're going to see a lot of movies, a lot of stories, a lot of shows highlighting HBCU. So now where we don't necessarily highlight an athlete specifically, we're telling a black story. Like it should be a black story.
Yeah.
You know, if you didn't get that from the show watching it, we're telling a black story.
You definitely get it from the show, and I'm almost glad that it's not focused around the athlete because that is
I was gonna say like the athlete thing's kind of getting played out, like especially with All American. Once that turned up, the whole athlete story, even though it's in the suburbs, from the hood to the suburbs, you know what I'm saying? Still, it's like
you know what I can guarantee.
It's the black people being there.
I can guarantee what's gonna happen with that show, All American. I can almost guarantee. I'm willing to put money on it right now because that show gonna go on because it's a good show. He's old. He's in the senior year going into college, right? He's gonna choose. There's gonna be an episode where he chooses between an HBCU and this powerhouse school,
of course,
and he's gonna go to the HBCU. You know what I mean?
Because that's where everything is going.
That's where everything is turning towards.
We peaked. We already peaked.
Remember this moment.
Mark
this down
New
right
Year's
now.
Eve episode. Now, before we go to the next thing, I just gotta ask y'all, and this is something I've been tussling within myself. Going into the new year, they say you gotta get rid of some baggage. Tiffany Haddish is on the Clubhouse right now. You gotta get rid of some baggage.
She ain't saying that.
How do you know it's time to cut a friend off, or someone who was your friend, or someone who's a friend but y'all don't see each other anymore, y'all don't talk, and it's like it's not the same friends. How do you know it's time to move on?
When you get that feeling right there.
Okay.
Exactly, when you get that feeling right there. It's so easy. I don't understand why people prolong the shit. Obviously, the friendship isn't what it was. So either you can address it and be like, look, man, you know what I'm saying? I still got mad love for you. We still friends, this and the third. But obviously, things aren't where they used to be. A lot of people just like to fake the funk and act like they still close with motherfuckers, and then and doing that causes stress on them. Yeah, because they want to give out this persona that I still care about you.
I rock with you,
even though it's not in the same way, and that's okay, bro. We're humans. We grow apart. We grow up. That's true. It's all right. It's absolutely okay for friendships to deteriorate, and you become this other person with other people, and you know what I'm saying. Old relationships pass. People are only put in your life to help you for that time period, not for forever.
Tell you what, you preaching right now, sir.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
You did what you did.
I done had like 8 mimosas. I got a piece so bad.
Well, wait.
I want to hear your response too from a female's perspective.
What was the question?
Oh, cutting people off.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily cut people off, honestly. I was at a point where I was like, yeah, I should cut people off because I haven't heard from this person and they don't understand what I'm going through and stuff like that, and they don't understand what I'm trying to do. But it got me to a point where it was like, okay, I just need to have a conversation with these people and say, because what it comes down to, honestly, is time. People want your time, whether that's you responding to messages or you coming to see them or you coming to see their kid or whatever. They just want time. And where I'm at in my life right now, I don't have time.
Where you at right now in your life?
Trying to build.
You trying to get to
what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside. Okay.
That's what we all trying to get to. Right. We all trying to get to where the money resides.
So for me, like, I haven't cut nobody off. I just had to have some hard conversations like, hey, this is what I'm working on. I don't really have time for X, Y, and Z right now, and unless we have planned it out. So I started there, and then, I mean, you just got to change the boundaries of your relationships with people.
For sure.
Honestly, that's been how
that makes
I do
sense.
Things. You cut people off. I know you do.
I cut people off
with swiftness.
I know you do.
You just look like
you're one and done with Jared.
You crossed me one time, your ass the fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I forgive.
No, you crossed me once, I ain't gonna let you do it to me.
I'll be like,
again.
they had a bad day.
No.
I can forgive, but I don't forget.
No.
See, I'm the nice one of the
I forgive you.
Yeah, I forgive you, but I know how you move now. You know what I mean?
It was even motherfuckers who used to sit on that sofa that y'all was on. No.
How big your block list?
On my phone?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go.
No, not big.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Okay. Man, mine ain't either.
Yeah, nothing crazy. But no, I don't. I won't block you, nothing like that. But
I'll put you on mute.
I think that I'm a good person. I will, and I'll be 100% transparent. I think that I'm almost too good of a person to where oftentimes people feel like they can try me on some humbug shit. Like,
when somebody say on some humbug shit. They're not a person to try.
I feel like people.
There's only a small demographic of people that
say humble.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people take my kindness for weakness, and even if they have good intentions, and I still feel like you trying me, you the fucked up.
Yeah.
Like you messed up. So no, like
you got no problem cutting people off.
Easy. Like and going into 2021, I'm trying not to talk shit because I'm petty. I can openly admit that I'm petty, and I say some slick stuff about some people.
Do say some
I say a lot of slick stuff because it's the comedian in me. But
okay.
But I honestly, like, if you do me wrong, or if I give you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and you shit on me, you done. What the,
exactly. That's a.
If you sit in shit too long, it loses its smell.
What's an example of somebody shitting on you?
A good example, there was a comedian who I gave an opportunity to over and over and over again, in the sense of like I put him in positions that he would never have been in. Mm-hmm. And I was working in radio, and I had these celebrities coming in to do radio interviews, and I knew that he was a comedian as well as myself. So I was like, "Hey, bro, I know you don't even work here, but hey, come sit on this interview with me."
Right.
I know that Lil Duval is your favorite comedian. I'm interviewing Lil Duval. Come sit on this interview with me. Like, get on the mic. Don't just be like a groupie. Get behind the mic. Don't say shit, but get behind the microphone.
Yeah.
And then when I bring you to do a show at the school, and I'm like, I need another comedian, and then you like, well, my homeboy comedian. Okay, cool. And I let y'all know the parameters of the show. Listen, we can't make money from this show as a school. We can't make money, but y'all can sell tickets, and whatever y'all sell, y'all keep. I don't want no money that y'all make. And then for you to get to the school the night of the show with your homeboy that you brought and some other niggas and say, we're not going on until we get paid. A homecoming show. And that's what your homeboy's saying. And I'm looking at you like, nigga, you
clearly agreed to do this without
get your people.
Yeah.
And you like, no, I'm not. No, yeah, I'm standing with this. I'm gonna say his name offline. I'm standing in agreement with them. Oh, you done with me,
man? That ain't. That's just some bitch shit. Like my homeboy now, bro. If you made.
I get you do a job as a comedian, you want to get paid. You do any job you want to get paid. I get that. I set the parameters up for y'all. Y'all can sell all. I printed the tickets for y'all. I gave y'all the tickets. Sell what you can sell at whatever price you want to sell it for. Motherfuckers ain't even got to come to the show.
They just had to sell the tickets.
Just sell the tickets yourself.
Did they sell some tickets?
I doubt it. But your homeboy come, you fucked your relationship up with me. I'm not bringing you onto any more shows. You reach out to me like, lady, let me come on. No, you're not coming on my platform, nigga. Like, what the fuck wrong with you?
Hopefully that was a lesson learned, bro.
No, baby.
Hopefully it was a lesson learned. Just for you, you know what I mean? Just gotta let that shit ride. No,
yeah, that's
yeah, obviously, you know what I mean? But that's tough.
How'd they get paid?
I had to pay him. Which pissed me off even more.
Jerry paid him or Jerry paid him?
Jerry paid him out of his own money. Because
man of your word.
Because not even that, because I didn't want to look like a damn fool in front of the student body.
Yeah,
because the entire Oak Hall at JU, nobody was in the Kinney Center at first. Like, so I was like, well, fuck this shit. We can cancel this show. And I was talking to my girlfriend at the time, who's not my wife. I was like, we can cancel this show. Fuck this shit. Don't fuck them niggas. And then I looked out those windows and coming across the valley. Like they all decided to walk together at the same time, coming across the valley in like a Martin Luther King rally march. That's what the shit. Am I lying? That shit look like a rally march coming across up that hill.
Yeah,
niggas it's like three people. It's like three people with like lines behind them. Mm-hmm. Like who the fuck started it? So at that point I was like, I cannot let 80 people down.
How much it cost you?
When I tell you this number, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" But I was in college.
It's principalities.
120.
That's in college. But I was in college. Is money.
It cost me a whole lot more than 120. It was over 200. Yeah, because I paid them 20 that night, and then the university came in and helped me out and paid them the other 80. But that was another story because the university like they need a W-9 on file, and then they was like, "What? We got to."
When they said it, you could have did your, but nah, you just made them fool sound
like fool.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that is tough, bro.
I hate when you in a position and like you try to bring somebody on,
right? And
but your name and your face and everything is on it, so you got to get it done either way.
Yeah,
God
that's why it's so scary for people to try to vouch for other people nowadays.
I don't. Do not put me down as a reference, because they gonna call me. I'm like, who?
At least you honest.
Never heard of him.
At least you honest.
I see you on this interview with you. Call him Skull. You know him?
Never heard of him.
I don't recognize this man from a can of paint.
I don't know that. I don't know who that fella is.
Jerry, it's me.
Never heard of you.
All right. Well, it's time to go home.
So Vanessa, you know, every week we couldn't leave it out for the New Year's show. We do this thing called Love 'Em or Leave 'Em, and you know, if they want advice, we give them advice. And if you want advice, all you got to do is send a letter to us. Go to jerrythegreat.com, click on the button that says Love 'Em or Leave 'Em, and you can submit a letter, and we'll give you advice like we're finna do right now. Vanessa, what you got in Love 'Em or Leave 'Em this week?
All right. Our first one is called She Won't Mess Up My Money or Relationship from Delray, Florida. What's up, delinquents? I need some advice. I've been with this company for about 4 months now. I really like the company. The pay is good. They have great benefits and have plenty of opportunities for promotion and great growth. Given the pandemic, we are working from home, but we go to the office 2 times a week. The issue I'm having is I think one of my supervisors may be giving me more attention than the others. She's not ugly. She's 26. I rate her a 7, and I'm sure she makes good money. She is really cool, and we have a good relationship, one that I initially thought was professional, but I'm taken and not interested in being anything more than friends. As of late, she's been coming to my desk or inviting me over to her office and talking a lot, and it's not work-related at all. That's fine with me, but I feel like she's getting really flirtatious. She laughs at everything I say, is always mentioning my pretty eyes and nice smile, and I feel like she is always looking at me. She has even mentioned hanging out outside of work, like getting drinks or something like that. I'm not attracted to her at all, and I'm in a long relationship, and I've mentioned my girlfriend plenty of times, so everyone knows I'm in a relationship. I know males and females can be just friends without any feelings, but I think I know when someone likes me. I'm not sure if I should say something to her or nip this in the bud now. Or maybe I'm just tripping and she may just be extremely friendly. If I say something, it may make working together really awkward, but I don't think she's getting the wrong message from me, and I'm not that interested in her. What should I do? Signed, the eyes get them every time. I mean, I just did a training on this. You have to be very clear and upfront if you think someone is flirting with you, because that could be sexual harassment. I'll just tell her you're not interested. It's not that deep. You thinking too hard. But you wait, she's 26. You didn't say how old you was. Y'all don't be giving enough information. Them ain't on letters.
You always tell me to tell the age every week.
Because that's important information.
Put your age in the letter.
Put your age in the letter.
Tell me how long y'all been together if you talking about that.
Start off the letter. My name is blah, blah, blah.
So with this, the only thing I could say is, I mean, just tell your supervisor, just chill.
Yeah, I would say one of the biggest things that you probably would have to do is have that hard conversation. But I can get not wanting to do that because it's a supervisor. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, oh, that's tough. That could be hard because it's a supervisor. It's like, no, I don't want you to fuck up my money.
But stop playing. When she invites you to the office, you can say no. I'm busy. No, I got this. I got this.
How you gonna say no? Hey, Vanessa, can you come to my office for a minute?
Because it's the supervisor.
You know what they. That's what I'm saying. Hold on. I'm actually working on this task that you assigned me. Can we meet another time, or what was it that you wanted to talk about? Something like that.
Well, where are you at on the task? Let me take a look at it.
I'll send it over to you.
Well, I'm free now. Come on. I want to see what you got. Let me see what you got.
Come over to my desk.
Ooh. You gonna talk like that to your supervisor?
And would.
Shit.
It's Vanessa.
It is Vanessa.
She can get away with
it. Anybody else would be like,
all of my bosses low key have been women, so.
Well, look at that.
We run the world.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
So how did you approach this situation?
If it's a guy, and
if I had a boss that was coming on to me, I'm in a relationship now, so I would be straight up. I would just be clear, like, hey, I'm in a relationship. I'm not interested.
I think, but
I can do that, and I think I have a skill at being very direct with people in a comforting way.
But then they gonna flip it on you. Oh no, oh my gosh, I hope that's not what you were thinking about me. Oh my God, no. And now it's awkward.
So what you meant by da 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 da? It ain't nothing to pull up some receipts.
What I meant by what? Give me something.
What did you mean by going out and getting drinks?
Yeah, I was just trying to build the relationship, just to get to know you better, so that way we can build our working relationship.
Okay, who else did you invite?
Well, I invited Tom and Marianne and Julie.
Oh, perfect. Then excuse what I said, and let's go all have drinks. What time are we going?
Oh, for sure, 7.
Okay.
But then you get that,
and then at fucking 6:50, he gonna say I couldn't make it because da 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 da.
I don't know, sir. It sounds like you in it's an interesting situation from a male's point of view. From a female's point of view, I get what Vanessa's saying wholeheartedly. But as a male, because even what we said last week, like, you don't go ahead, Sco, cause I see you shaking your head.
I'm agreeing. It's like, cause you're a man, so you're expected to behave, to be on some. Oh yeah, I'm all for it, nigga. No, I have a girlfriend.
Even though you're not interested, like if you turn her down, and it's like if you kick her down, it's like there's no nice way for a man to do that. You know what I mean? Like
she gonna take it hard regardless.
And I get him dropping hints like, girlfriend, me and my girlfriend did this, and me and my girlfriend went there. But yeah, I'm taking my girlfriend in here. Like, you throwing out them hits, but aggressive women don't.
You talking too much. You being too friendly.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that though.
For what? About what?
I think you been Pete, bro. Like,
yeah, you knew this.
You gotta nip this in the bud immediately, because if your shorty was doing this,
you could be short with her, with your boss, and professional at the same time.
I get that. That makes sense too.
Nah.
Dude, just behave as if your girl was in the room every time you with her.
That's true.
There it is.
Speak, do everything like she was in the room, and at least that way you will not be in trouble, my
free
brother.
game.
That was a good point, I get what y'all saying. He talking too much. Yeah, he's smiling too much.
But that's hard. Going back to your point, because I'm like, bro, I see it exactly how you see it on some supervisor shit. I need you in the office right now. Well, I'm doing something. Well, I'm the supervisor. Bring your ass in the office. And then right now.
What if his personality is just jovial? Like he's just like that kind of person.
Yeah, and he can't be direct.
Then he has to alter who he is. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So it's
go to
tough.
HR, brother.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Undercover.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that right now.
They would never know.
Not right now. Yes, the fuck they would.
She'd be fired.
I say do it.
No, they didn't. They're not. He gonna be fired.
Give it 2 more weeks. Then go to HR.
Or at least your manager or somebody. There has to be somebody.
She is the manager.
She's the supervisor. She ain't head of HR.
She's a supervisor. She ain't really shit.
So you gonna go to her boss.
She a 26-year-old supervisor. What it work for? You
can go to her boss, right? And then what you expect her boss to do? You know what I mean? Because her boss gonna have to have a conversation with her, and they gonna know who the fuck snitched.
Think so?
I've been there.
That's HR, but that's HR job. HR is supposed to keep it confidential.
They've done it to 5 different people.
No, but they do it to keep it confidential. Like, keep it confidential for sure. Mm-hmm. But like, if someone comes and you're like, "Sco, so we got a report that one of the employees feel uncomfortable with you." But okay. you're gonna know.
I'm the only one that she been fucking talking to this whole time.
So it's like you putting yourself in a position where it's like, it's tough.
Get another job.
Well, not with the benefits to pay and the room to growth.
Yeah.
Man, be straight up with him, man. Be a man.
Yeah.
I ain't cap, bro. I hate to say it like that. That's the only thing I can give to you right now. Just tell her straight up. Look, I got a girlfriend.
I bet you won't tell your girlfriend.
Ooh.
Problem solved. I bet you won't tell your girlfriend.
Hey, we both got. Hey.
She'll be out there quick. She'll be there fast.
Swiftness.
So which bitch was it in here? Which one of y'all motherfuckers talking about your eyes and shit?
Which one got the pretty eye, huh? You got pretty eyes, huh, bitch?
Yes, sir. I don't know. Just pray on it.
Yeah.
Before you make a decision. What you got next, Vanessa?
Next letter is called "That Baby Look Like Everybody" from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, wow, bro.
Hey, girl. Hey. I want some advice before I do what I'm about to do. My man cheated on it. Shit happens. It took me forever to forgive him, but I did. 3 months later, the girl who he cheated with came talking about she was pregnant. Now, before I go on, I have to say that me and this girl have history. We went to the same high school, and everyone knows she was letting everybody hit. 4 years later, she hasn't changed. She's the neighborhood hoe. So when she told my boyfriend, who was from this out of state, that she was pregnant, he decided to do right by her, being the good man that he is. The baby is 6 months now and doesn't look anything like this man or his family. The baby looked like every damn body. My boyfriend has been an amazing father, but I'm convinced that this ain't his damn baby. I'm about to pull a Melanie and swab this baby just to prove that my boyfriend that this isn't his kid. Am I wrong? Is it my place to do this? I'm gonna do it anyways, but I figure I'd get a non-biased opinion. Sign, the baby is ugly just like her. Hold on, sis, don't do it. Look like her. Do it look like her.
Wait a minute. What the fuck is this? Nigga, what advice do you need? I mean, what is,
You gonna do it anyway. If
what
you gonna do
level
it,
letters
do it.
is
From the
this?
business to business. That's what Webby said, so do it, sis.
That is so funny. Yeah. do it.
Wait, hold on, my man. Trying to looking for the word husband.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Boyfriend.
I see what you're doing.
Husband, shit. No, it's not your place. So please don't do that. Please don't do it. Shit, just stay in your lane, sis.
Stay in your lane.
If you don't want to deal with that, don't deal with it.
Yeah,
you
that's
know what
true.
I'm saying? Try to convince him. I wish. Did it say in the letter? I wish we would have known if you've already talked to him about this or not.
About
but,
swabbing?
Yeah, about getting the test for the baby. But I think, if you're not in a relationship, I think everybody should do that. But that's what I think. Don't do it. Stay in your lane.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. I'm with you.
Thanks.
I wouldn't swab the baby yourself. I would do like Vanessa said. You talk to him and be like, "Yo, I don't think this baby is yours. You might just want to get a test just to be safe." And if she was getting around like you said, then I know if it was me, I'd be like, you know what, just to be on the safe side.
I'm already
taking.
there though.
This is facts.
Can we go back to that?
Because women take men back when they fuck up. Some women.
A lot of women.
You can fuck up, but I don't know if you can fuck up and have a baby as my boyfriend. If you my husband and we already got 3 kids, all right, fuck, maybe. But you my boyfriend, we just starting to figure this shit out.
Deuces.
Hell no. My man, now if you fuck up like that,
A message?
Get
Message. That's hard, man.
That's tough.
That's tough, man. Yes.
you ever had a scare, Vasco?
Of course.
Like a
What do you
scare,
mean?
like you solved it with like.
Oh no, I didn't. It got resolved thanks to the Lord Almighty above, by blessing her with what she needed to come.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
Say, break that down.
Like a who?
Basically, you know the thing that go at the end of the sentence? That bitch came up.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So I didn't have to
That's
worry.
why I asked you to break it down, because I went somewhere else in my mind.
Oh no. Oh no. So yeah, so I was okay, but the scares,
So scared, so you have them all the time.
frequent delinquent.
Jerry, you ever had a scare?
No, I told you about the girl, the white girl that tried to trip me up, but I wasn't.
You didn't tell us that part.
She was white. Yeah,
No,
white.
you did.
I thought
Oh,
you did.
okay, I
The white
remember
girl
that.
was trying to get me from my money. She was trying to get me from my paper.
Yeah.
She was trying to. Damn, they just tried to stick me from my paper.
It's okay.
But to you, sir,
ma'am,
I'm sorry.
good.
I think the problem was with your boyfriend.
You going back to him?
Round guy. Your man gets
So
the hell
sad.
around.
He got around with the girl that everybody get around with.
Right, and the
dirty bitch.
The thing about that is like
sorry.
the guys know the girls that people that gets around. Like he did that intentionally. Like I'm bored. What you doing?
You should feel disrespected.
You know what I mean? You should feel highly disrespected.
No, this is important
because guys
you're
know
telling
those.
us why it happened.
It was. What you doing?
Probably.
You ain't doing nothing.
Most likely.
Yeah, she getting on my
Do
fucking
you think he
nerves.
was mad in the moment or bored in the moment?
Probably
It could be either one.
Either one.
Probably bored.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all know what time it is. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'll go ahead. You ready?
Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
10:15, everyone. Lord, we come to you today, so thank you for all you've done, all you're going to do. We ask that you continue to bless us, lay your hands on us, and let your light shine through us. You are so wonderful. We thank you for the trials and tribulations that you allow us to face. We thank you for the blessings you give us, and we thank you for just being able to be here another day, Lord. Get to experience life, see our family, speak to our friends, and just rejoice. You are so wonderful. We all hope you had a great day. It is your name we do pray for this and all other things. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Not me sipping my mimosa doing your prayer though.
It's okay,
You ain't
though.
sipping
It's
nothing
okay.
right
Come
now.
as you are.
But yes, sweetheart, I'm sorry, sweetheart, to let you know you got a bigger fish to fry. Even if the baby not his, get the fuck up out of there.
Don't look like me.
Get the hell up out of that.
I need the OJ and the
I want to take that man back.
You want to take him back after he cheated?
Hell no.
Yeah, get up out of there, man. You can't.
That's such a long, hard, trying process. Like, okay, you take him back. Did you know about the pregnancy the entire time?
You
and
know
now
she did.
the baby's 6 months old. That's 15 months, ain't it?
It's too long. That's what it is.
Dealing with that? Hell no. I talked to somebody who had a baby on the way, and that was not a fun experience at all.
Yeah, I talked to a girl who had 3 kids.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
3 of them?
How was that?
3 of them. She was older than me though.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how the experience was talking to a lady with 3 kids.
I'm here to fuck your mama.
Oh, okay. I know you did not.
I know. Hey, man.
Mr. Jerry, can you give us $10? Ask your daddy. I'm just here to fuck your mama.
They ever came knocking the door? Mid-stroke?
Damn, Scott.
I'm curious. I can't ask questions?
Not that I know of.
Okay,
I'm just here to fuck your mama.
Okay.
Right here, can I ask a question?
Eat your damn snacks.
Vasco went there. Can I go right there real quick? This is kind of one of my women want to know. It's not my real woman to know. Do y'all are y'all moaners? Because you said you don't know if the kids came to the door or not. Is it because are you?
On that business
No.
Could you be in the men moan room?
No.
No. Vasco, you
how much is the
you be saying
$275.
That's what it sound like. Well, that's you thinking.
Oh no, that's me thinking.
I'm about to say what the fuck.
If I sound like that, but I'm taking the shit.
She gonna say, "Get the fuck off me."
I would be like,
you'd be surprised.
All dudes turn. Gary Owen said this. This is one of his jokes. He said, "I can't use the R word, but all dudes turn mental when they hit their climax." So he was like, "All dudes." He was like, "All dudes."
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But then he said, "I wonder if all mental people, when they hit their climax, do they turn regular?" So they be like,
Shut up.
"Oh my God, this is great!"
Hey!
Shout out to Gary Owen. Let's go.
I'm not laughing.
What you got going on? What you got going on in Florida this week, man?
Hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today on What the Florida, we have Florida man wins big money twice in the lottery scratch-off game. But we finna talk about it. Go ahead and roll the intro.
I don't care what part of Florida it is. The craziest people in all of America are in the Bronx in Florida.
It's distilled. It's just like, it's pure. It's 100% pure. Uncut Florida fuckery.
All right. I'm going to say this name one time and one time only. Might as well get used to him being named MJ, but his real name is Manu Garvanovic. He is 56 years old, a resident of Jacksonville. He won $5 million in the top prize at a lottery scratch-off game 3 years after winning $1 million in another lottery game, lottery officials announced. He bought both tickets at the same time at the same gas station. He chose to receive a one-time lump sum payment of $4,450,000, the Florida Times Union reported. He bought the $20 ticket at a Gate gas station in Jacksonville, where the retailer received a $10,000 bonus commission for selling the winning ticket. And that's pretty much it for today. But the reason I brought this story is because I wanted to turn off into, what would y'all do if y'all won the lottery? If you had $1 million right now, what is the first thing you are doing?
$1 million.
Hey, as a matter of fact, take it. I don't. 1 mil really ain't shit nowadays. Let's do 10 mil. 10
million?
10 mil. What's the first thing you doing with $10 million?
I wouldn't be doing this goddamn show.
Really?
Yes, we would.
Really?
I would. It'd be a different
We'll be
show,
in the
though.
studio.
I was gonna say,
it'd be a different
I
show.
don't think you want to upgrade this.
Yeah.
What the fuck wrong with what I got now?
No, this nice.
It's nothing wrong with what you got now, but it could always be
got
better.
pictures of you on the wall and stuff.
Could it not?
It's a good place. It's got your hats up. And it has your degree on the wall.
The nice lights.
Yeah, this feels like the Dignified Delinquents studio in here.
I don't know. I would definitely invest some of the money. So like $10 million, I don't know. Like I always said, if I was to like hit like one of those mega millions, like 150 million, like you get more money than some of the richest people in the world. I need to be on a phone call with one of the sharks from Shark Tank. I need y'all to let me know what to do.
Okay. That's smart.
I need Damon.
Get a mentor.
I need Kevin O'Larry. I need Mark Cuban. I need Barbara, and I need the lady from QVC.
For what though? To teach you how to spend your money?
Put me on. Teach you how to manage this shit, because oftentimes people get this money and then
don't know what to do with it.
Don't know what to do with it. Blow it. Put it in their arm, and then broke again.
Talking about that in class today.
Talking about playing a lotto again. I did it once. I do it again. Watch this.
Well, shit, he did.
And did.
First thing I'm gonna do. The first thing. I mean, I'm gonna do all that stuff Jared talking about. Yeah, all the responsibilities and stuff. But I'm gonna go somewhere. Yeah. Where? Maybe like Greece,
Bermuda,
or the Italian islands or something like that. Definitely maybe Bermuda or the Caribbean islands, but I'm gonna say that for like Carnival. But now we have Rona happening, so yeah, somewhere like Greece or somewhere I can get in the water or something.
Put your feet in there.
Vasco, what you doing? You win the lottery? You won the Zaxby's.
What you doing? First thing I'm doing, if I ever win the lottery, no cap, I'm giving back, and I'm giving back to. First off, my family and friends go first. And when I say family and friends, I don't mean like I'm just finna go take them out shopping and we have one big ass shopping spree. We
gonna do that too.
Yeah, we gonna do that too. But like first thing first, I just want to make sure that they
pay your mama house off.
Everything gonna be okay. Cause I want to take care of the people who supported me. You feel me? Like when I wasn't shit, I knew y'all was down to be at whatever event I was gonna have. So I'm you know what I'm saying, little something to you. On top of that, I'm gonna get back to my school, my high school.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not the other one.
What about your college? I mean, what about your cousins?
My cousins.
You gonna get on something?
My immediate cousins, yeah.
Fuck them niggas. No, and I love them all.
I only got about 4 of them, so all my people can get some.
I got a whole lot of them.
You know they got a cap for how much you can give, as a gift to people
per year.
Period. Out of your prize money, there's a cap. Like if you win. You can't just go get somebody $1 million. If you won 5, you can't go get somebody $1 million.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Maybe you can give them like 100,000. Yes, like because there's taxes and that's all type of stuff involved.
Because when you get somebody a gift, they got to pay like if somebody gave you a car, you got to go with them down to the DMV, and then they got to pay the taxes for that car and all that good stuff. So that makes sense. Like even on these game shows,
never get no gift for real.
Even on the game shows, like
that's why they only got $450 million or something.
$4,450,000.
But he really wanted for 5.
Yeah.
So that's why.
That wasn't a bad
that's
trade
one of the better
either.
ones I heard.
Yeah. But no, like even on game shows like Family Feud, Let's Make a Deal, they win all this stuff. Oftentimes, them people got to leave them prizes there because they can't afford the taxes on those prizes. Mm-hmm. So you watch them leave like.
That's why they always cut them hoes off when they celebrating. No, they don't never show us behind the scenes actions.
And you gonna have to pay about $18,000 to get this though.
Yeah, a little whispering.
Y'all can keep it.
Well, what I'm gonna do with it? Can I take it with me? No. Do you have the money on you?
You need about $18,000 to keep this. Now, if you got it,
that's
we can
why
give it to
we'll
you.
never win it.
That's why, like even in high school, there was like they gave away Flagler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram gave away a car to like the top performing high school student in Palm Coast.
Oh, really?
The motherfucker who won the car wasn't driving that bitch because they couldn't pay the taxes on it. Like it was a poor person who won it, who had like great grades, and they couldn't even afford the taxes on it. So
should we say poor?
That's crazy.
Broke as fuck.
Damn. God.
That's crazy. I didn't
poor.
know that.
Yeah, no, you got to pay the taxes on that stuff.
POOR. That's me.
That's how you spell poor.
Me. That's how you spell school.
Oh.
Stop playing with me.
Nah, you was just trying to find whatchamacallit before the show.
Man, because I was hungry. If you was hungry, I'm pretty sure you buy crazy. Y'all ever been to Walmart hungry?
That ain't what I'm talking about.
I ain't never been to Walmart hungry.
Hey, man.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now on the Dignified Delinquents, as promised, we have singer, songwriter, dancer, performer, visionary, Jandé. How you doing, lady?
I'm doing well, y'all.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. It's good to have you on.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm super excited to be a part of this show because y'all are funny.
Listen, we appreciate that. We just trying to be great out here in these streets. We just trying to be great. So how are you? New music out first. Your debut album's out. How are you? That has to be pretty exciting.
I feel like just on cloud nine. To be honest, this is like my first body, like my first baby, my first body of work that I just really kind of put my foot in. I wrote all the songs. I helped with production, so I really just was excited to just be a part of the whole process from start to finish with this project. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm just happy that everybody's enjoying it just as much as I enjoyed making it as well.
Can I ask you? I listened to a little bit of it, and I love the flow of it. Can you talk to me about "But You"? Is there anybody specific that might have inspired that song without name dropping?
It's quite honestly, the whole album is inspired by my last relationship. So, I just feel like it wouldn't be fair to just talk about some of the negative stuff from the relationship, but you talk about the positive, you know what I'm saying? That feeling when you used to be ready, you know what I'm saying? To just get it on and popping or whatever. Mm-hmm. So that was more of that aspect of the relationship. Just feel like how you felt to be in love and just really be ready to just be physical,
listen,
you know, with that person.
When I listen to the song, I watch the lyrics on Apple Music, so you love this person.
Ooh, yeah, it was
that was your boo, baby.
Are you and this person still currently involved?
Oh no, we are not together anymore.
Oh, okay.
The way she said, "Oh no,"
yeah, like, hey, maybe we might have to get into that.
No,
don't open up that can. So, are you dating anyone though?
I am just open to what life has for me right now. I'm not specifically dating anybody right now, but I'm just dating. Is that a thing? You know, I'm not, you know.
Yeah, is it hard? Is it hard to date being you though? You know what I'm saying? Being this big time artist. You feel me?
I literally, it's crazy because I was having this conversation with somebody a couple of days ago, and it's not that it's hard. But it's just a matter of people's intention. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, you know, we want to work with you, but it's like, do you really want to work with me, or do you want to like work with me? So it's just being able to distinguish between people that actually appreciate your talent and want to work with you, and versus people that just want to like
use you.
How do you balance your time while dating? Because I know, like, for me, I'm a teacher. I have a couple side businesses, but, you know, to be an artist, you got to travel and stuff like that. So how do you balance time when you're looking for relationships or you're dating, or are you even looking, or you just going with the flow?
I hear in these streets.
I don't think I'm looking. I'm not going to say I'm looking. I think if life presents somebody to me that I feel like is worth making a part of everything that's going on, then I think that's kind of just, you know, people make time for what they really want to make time for. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I feel, you know, and being honest, like even busy people, if it's something that they want, they're going to figure it out. They're going to squeeze it in. So I just feel, Jesus, I'm not looking for a relationship. Per se, if the right person presents themselves, then I'm definitely open for it.
They fall in my lap.
Because your tone gives me like, okay, if he come along, you ain't mad at it.
And I'm
not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no.
Right.
But I don't think I'm really a homebody. Not like, even though I'm never home, if I'm not working, or if I'm not like in the studio, or if I'm not working on something else, I just like to be home. Like, I don't really go out like that. So it's actually hard because usually the people I meet is through music, and it's like you don't really sometimes want to mix the two, but it's like if y'all vibing, but it's like it's stuff, you know, hopefully people are mature enough to where if it doesn't work out the way y'all want it to, it doesn't disrupt the relationship that y'all have business-wise.
For sure.
Absolutely. And as a writer, because you're a writer, I got to imagine too, that any relationship that you have, whether it be platonic or not, people might be a little skeptical because they don't want to end up in the song. Like, was she talking about me? Like, was she singing about me? Was that a sub tweet?
Don't flatter yourself.
I've actually never, nobody's came to me about that. I don't even know if my ex has listened to the project. I mean, I know people that know him have listened to it, but I don't know if it's been like brought to him like, yeah, bro.
Oh no,
like,
he listened.
I don't know what you did.
Oh no, he listened. He was listening.
But no, I don't really think about it because for me it's therapeutic, and what I deal with or what are my truths might help somebody else. So I don't think of like, oh, you know, it might hurt somebody else's feelings, but it could just be like somebody is dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with, and maybe what you have to say is what they've been wanting to say, or it's how they feel, and they just didn't know how to put it, or they just didn't know if anybody else understood. So sometimes I don't think even about myself, but I think about how it could affect just other people. Like, that's one thing I've really been grateful for with this project. If you listen to songs like Skydiving, it's just about like, you know, life can be tragic, life can be tough, life can be hard, but I was able to make a situation that wasn't the ideal situation and just produce something that I really appreciate and that a lot of other people ended up appreciating. So it's not always for me. It's for the day one. That's what I came on. I don't know if you saw that, but that's what I was called, like, on my phone. It's like the day ones, you know what I'm saying? So everybody that's supporting me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, because you know, I got a little sneak preview of your album, and then I went back and listened to it again to prep for this interview. Now, I was reading your bio. You started singing in the church. You know, you went to the School of the Arts and everything. And then I was listening to this song, and you was like, "I want you to feel my juices." I was like, "Is she making mimosas?" Because I was like, I know she ain't talking like mimosas. I'm like, she must be making drinks.
Yeah, that's exactly. I ain't even gonna answer. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Look, we done got her in trouble with one person.
We'll talk to her after the show.
I was in trouble with, but we ain't even about to do. You ain't about to do me like that.
But for you, who were your musical influences? Like, who influenced the way that you write, your style, your swag? Who influenced you?
I love Jasmine Sullivan. Like, I love her all around.
She can't.
And then I just thought when you listen to her, I feel like you just can't, like, as an artist, as a singer, like, it's been songs that she's written for other people that people just didn't know. And it's like, I just really appreciate her vulnerability in her songs. And I feel like everything that she's written about, she felt that class. Like, it was something she was dealing with. And I feel like that's kind of what inspired me later on once I really started digging into writing and just being open with what I was writing. So Jasmine Sullivan, I feel like Babyface is next classic. And just how he the what's the word I'm looking for? Just how engulfed he is with the stuff that he writes. Like, everything is so intentional with him when he writes stuff, or how he wants stuff delivered. And then country music, though, the simplicity, but how they word things is so, like, Dolly Parton. Like,
you said country music?
That's what she said.
Run it back, hold on, because I love country music. I love country.
So, like, yeah, if you listen to some of their songs, it's how they word stuff. It's just like, just, you know how we see the sky is blue, but they just see it as something like, oh, I would have never thought to think of the sky like that. And it just really makes you, like, want to, like, dig deep with how you deliver stuff to people. It's like, yeah, it's cool to be like, I love her.
That's what they do.
The clouds, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just makes you dig deep. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice to be like, I love you, but to be able to describe it in the way where it's like, dang, like, that hit home is dope. And so, like, all of those different people in different genres really kind of inspired my writing. But then it's like, if you like Jasmine Sullivan, you love Kim Burrell.
They'll rock with you.
Yeah.
They'll rock.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them. Yeah, Brandy.
True.
All those people are super. Beyonce as a performer, I feel like you can't take it away from her. Like, she's phenomenal on stage. Like, it's just a lot of, like, mixed and pots of things that just inspire me.
Can I ask you, with all of those people that you named, and then we think about the people who are coming up right now, thinking about like the Meg Thee Stallions, Mulatto, City Girls, do you ever get tempted to maybe come up with a different sound, or like, talk to me about that? Do you feel lost or intimidated at all, you know, with this culture that we're seeing right now with the female rappers or anything?
Nah, not at all. I feel like at the end of the day, like, people like what's real, and people like what they can feel. And even if it doesn't like connect with people at this moment, it'll be appreciated later. And I would rather people appreciate how I write and how I sound than trying to fit in and just end up getting lost. Because I feel like sometimes when people end up trying to blend in and sound like everybody else, they just end up getting lost. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, it's cool to be hot right now, but I just really I like the longevity of stuff. And I'm not saying that that's how the artists are now. I'm not saying that, but I don't have an issue with having the sound that I have, like being R&B or like, just being more like on the soulful R&B side with like a hint of now.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because you see, like,
every R&B artist that I love is timeless. I've been on them since the 90s, so I can agree with that for sure.
Now, Jandé, I do have a question for you. So, with you talking about how you are as an artist and where you are as an artist, I can sense this great confidence in you. And I don't know if that might be that athlete coming out of you and your craft or whatever it may be. But, you know what I'm saying, and doing a little research. I see you ran a little track, and you're a little bit of everywhere.
Not a little track.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me not discredit it. Two-time All-American.
You better say that.
Track and field. At Florida State. Am I right?
What was she?
Two-time All-American.
Better give her a ball for that.
All-American, 2 times. You feel me? But look. So I see that you are in a lot of things. You are a songwriter. You are a dancer, a performer, entertainer, and you are in a lot of things. And with that being said, your work ethic has to be extremely, extremely disciplined and fine-nighted. With that being said,
fine-nighted.
I was, you know what I was going for. You feel me?
I know what you mean.
I thought it was a real word.
Vasco, because I'm tuned in.
I think it's a word, so we gonna go with it. But with that being said, you know what I mean? What is some driving factors behind this work ethic? What motivates you? What gets you up and say, you know what? This is my dream. This is my passion. This is why I do this. This is my why.
So honestly, it started with, I love both of my parents, but my dad really just kind of pushed that in me, just growing up, just working hard, like just being honest. Like I just remember him always just being like, just be the best, like be the best. Be not the best that you think you, but be the best. And he was like, however you gotta get there, not like on no janky stuff, like but like however hard you work to, you know what I'm saying, like not like dragging people down and like but like just always being the best. Like he was an athlete as well, and he was in the Marines, and so he always just pushed me to just work hard and just be disciplined. And I remember times where I was like, "Yo, forget this. I ain't trying to run track no more. I'm over this class. I don't want to do this."
Oh wow!
And he was like, "Okay, that's cool. You got practice tomorrow."
Sound good, yeah. See you on the track.
We go.
And I remember that. And I remember that same year being number 3 in the nation, wanting to quit and then being number 3 in the nation. And then my dad just really just put that in me, and it kind of just stayed with me. And it's like, I don't care if it's who can clean the dishes the best. Them dishes gonna be spotless.
You better say something.
If you're gonna do it, be the best at it.
And they gonna be up.
If you're gonna do it, do it big. Do it well. Do the best that you can be. And that's just
don't
half-ass it. So now I gotta ask you. You have this brand new album out, Face the Facts. So I have 2 questions for you. I want you to tell me, why did you decide to name the album that? And what is the meaning behind the album cover picture? Because I've been trying to figure that out since I saw it.
Same.
I was like, who she is? She got a face to face with herself.
You look cute with both of them now.
Yeah. With the body. I was just trying to figure out what's going on.
That's pretty much it. So I feel like sometimes we try to convince ourselves of things that aren't, or it's like, hey, I can fix this. I can be in control of this. I can handle this. And sometimes you can't. Like, sometimes people are going to feel how they feel, and you can't change how people feel. You can't change how people perceive you. You can't change the past. And it's a matter of just coming to grips with, like, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, you just have to move forward from it. And I think sometimes we put on this, like, persona that we want people because of the expectation that people have on us. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that's overwhelming. I know as an artist, sometimes that's overwhelming. Like, somebody, you know, people, I've had people be like, oh, you know, when you do this so well and you just do all this, and it's like inside, sometimes I'm human, you know what I'm saying? I explode sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to be bothered with people, and sometimes I'm not okay. Yeah. And I think it's, we just come into grips with, like, what is, and it's like the casual girl is like the genre you pretty much get most of the time. And then it's like the classy, you know, I can be classy and stuff too, but that's more the persona of, like, of what people expect from you. And it's like me kind of telling myself, like, yo, like, it's okay to not be okay, and just accept, like, what is, and what you can fix, you fix it, and what you can't, you just grow from it and you build off of it. And it's like facing the facts of, like, what is, and, like, the reality of what is. And, you know, just in our relationship, it was like, it's over. You know what I'm saying? You can't change the past. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you wanted or how you wanted things to work out or whatever it was, like, it's not that. And it's like you have to grow from it, accept what it is, and just not make the same mistake twice, or, you know, fix about yourself. Like, fix what was wrong with you. Because there's something wrong with everybody. I don't care what people be like. It wasn't me in the relationship. It was something that you did or something that you could work on that can be better for the future. And so that's pretty much the gist of the album, like, where I got the title from and where I got the concept of the picture.
Okay, absolutely. I like that. Well,
so before we let you go, we want to play this game with you, and you know the game This or That, where you pick one or the other.
Okay.
So we ain't gonna play this or that though. We're gonna play Dignified or Delinquent, because this is the Dignified Delinquents podcast, and I believe everyone's a dignified delinquent, in my opinion. Exactly. You know, a dignified delinquent is someone who is, you know, cultured yet authentically themselves. You know, they gonna drive to their corporate job blasting Lil Bootsy. So Vasco's gonna give you a couple of scenarios, and then you just let him know if you're gonna respond in a dignified manner or if you're gonna respond in a delinquent manner. Dignified is like, it's okay.
Take the high road.
Take the high road.
I'm be the bigger
delinquent,
person.
like, I'm gonna turn this mother. You know what I mean? So go ahead, Vasco. I'm sorry.
All right, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Y'all know I'm competitive, so hopefully
I feel like you done sat up and everything.
Yeah, she leaned up now. She ready. All right, first one. You see your homegirl's boyfriend out with another woman. How do you respond? Dignified or delinquent?
Both.
Ooh.
You dignified in front of them, but when you get around her, if you want to turn up and ride out, you ride out with her because that's your homegirl. But you handle it in a classy way in front of, like, while the situation is happening, so you can get all the details before you just go over the edge.
Have you
and then you bring
been
it
in
to
this
her
predicament before?
The way she answered.
You sound like you've done this way too many times. All right. So, second scenario. You had to wait 45 minutes for your food just to see that they messed the order up. How do you respond?
dignified.
Really?
Because if they take the food bag, they could spit in your food. So I still be thinking, like, at the end of the day, they still got to take my food bag. And I just want to, like, and you never know, like, being nice to people could get you a free meal. Or it could be like, I apologize versus, like, turning up and acting a fool. So I would still be like, hey, I would be frustrated internally, but I would definitely be like, hey, you know, this isn't right. And hopefully from that, they'll be like, you know what, man, we're sorry, you know, food on us, you know what I'm saying, like free meal, you know, a coupon, you know what I'm saying, something like that.
Yeah, you better than me, because I sure enough be a delinquent in that moment. And I'm going to eat this food, and you better not charge me for it.
All right, so third scenario. A fan walks up to you asking for an autograph, but they are not wearing a mask. How do you respond?
That was tough enough.
And they coughing.
Oh, wait a minute.
And you left your
It would
sanitizer.
definitely be like, I feel like it'd be like, yo, somebody needs to get your man because this is not the time. It would be like a look. I don't think I would say something, but it would definitely be a look of, you need to back.
A delinquent look, but a dignified action.
I see the look in my face in my head
There
right
we
now.
go.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll put them two
Eyebrow
together.
raised up a little bit. Just
Like,
one of them.
like one of them, what you doing?
Maybe a quick hand up, like stop. You know what I mean?
Like,
All right. So, another scenario: a guy ends. What? Oh, a guy sends a solicited nude into your DMs. How do you respond?
you don't.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna give. That was a good answer. That was good. That was a good answer. Okay. I like that one. All right. A guy takes you out on a date, but his card declines. How do you respond? I feel like I know because she's nice.
You respond. You do dignified, and you just never go out on another date with them. You be like, you know what, I got you, bro. You hit them with the bro so that they know at that moment.
Wow.
So you be like, you know, it's all good, bro. It's all good, bro.
I feel like she's been placed in these scenarios at some point in time. Like that's why she know these so good.
Hell yeah.
You call him bro on the first date, he know.
You call them bro, and it's
Hey,
like,
short.
you know, like, dang, I done messed up for
you send them
real.
one
I
of
really done messed up.
Oh, hey, don't do that. You send that boy a fist
Sometimes
emoji. It's
you send
over
him a
with.
fist up or a thumbs up. Oh, yeah.
It's all good, bro.
It's all good, bro. Oh, call him boss man. That nigga
Or
feel.
pimp.
Cuz,
Player.
dog.
Oh,
Like, it's all good, you know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
okay.
Ooh, if I call you player,
It's all good, big dog. Hey, no.
Ooh, big dog.
Hey, no.
Big dog's trifling now.
Big dog let you know.
Hey, listen, we appreciate you for coming on with us. Now, where can people find this album? Because we're going into the new year. We need some good music to take us into 2021. Where can we find this album?
Y'all can find this album everywhere. It's on Apple Music. It's on Spotify. It's on any other. I actually have a video too that's on YouTube.
You better plug that video. What's the name of the video? What song is the video for?
It's for the song I Got You featuring Lamar Turner. It's super dope, classy video. It's a little bit of dancing on and everything. So yeah, it's really dope. But y'all can look at my album everywhere. And, you know, just a little shameless plug. You know, y'all can follow me on, you know, IG at Jandé Love One. You know, JNDELOVE1. And then in my link, everything pops up as well. The link is in my bio. So.
Absolutely. And if you're watching this interview on YouTube, you can find her information in the description of this video. If you're driving, keep your eyes on the road. Listen, we had Jandé Pierce in the building. We thank you for coming in and dropping that knowledge with us.
Yes, ma'am.
I think y'all so much. This is super fun.
Appreciate you being on.
Your energy is amazing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. You know what? I liked her. She was good. Jandy.
I love her.
Jandé. Jandé.
Like what she say? Like Yandé, but Jandé.
Yeah, Jandé. That was good. That was good. I liked her. She was good. Y'all check out her album. Vanessa, what do women want to know? Because every week, even going into the
every
year,
week,
y'all want to know something. So this week, what do y'all want to know?
Y'all should be thankful that we're doing this part of the show so that we can put
I
women
boycotted
on.
this part of the show. Okay. I didn't want to do it because y'all asked so many damn questions. But what's
so damn nosy? But it's okay. I love y'all.
So my question, and it originates because I have a 16-year-old brother, and I think I ain't trying to put my dog out there.
Put him out there, you already did.
But I think maybe it's about that time for him. So I was just wanting to know.
I saw your brother. It's Ben time. He already did it.
No, he hasn't.
Okay. Well, that's what you think.
Has not.
Yeah, all right.
That's what he told you.
At what age did you have the sex talk? Who gave it to you? And what did they say? Was it impactful? We'll start with Jerry.
You want to start me? I'm going to start with...
Because you like to close it off. My bad.
I'm sorry.
We're going to start with Scott.
So I can tell you right now, it was an interesting talk. So I got two versions of the talk. One talk was from my mom, and she basically broke it down to me for real. It was like, you know what I'm saying, this... birds and the bees, this happens, and the child comes out.
Too much. I mean, too vague.
Yeah, basically, my mama told me straight up, you know what I'm saying? Put your dick inside the vagina, you know what I'm saying? Some fluids come out. Do you have a kid? Now you have to take care of this kid for the rest of your life. But I'm going to have a box of condoms for you so you don't be doing this and that.
How old were you?
I was about 15. My mama kept it to me raw, though. She was getting me ready for entering that stage.
How old were you when you jumped up the porch into that thing?
18.
Oh, so 3 years later. Okay.
Yeah, 18.
That's good.
But my dad's conversation of it, oh my God, completely different. Completely different. Like when my dad told me about the birds and the bees, it made me low key fearful of having sex. Cause he told me just like this. I tell y'all straight like he did. We in the kitchen. He had a carton of eggs. He was making some eggs, and I said, Dad, you know what I'm saying?
How old were you?
I was around saying 15, finna go on 16.
Okay.
So I'm in the kitchen, I'm talking to him, and I told him, I said, yo, Mom told me about the birds and the bees just in the third. Like, what do you think? He said, look, man, I'm gonna get it to you real simple, real quick. You see this egg? And I said, yeah. He said, this egg represents your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, everything that you want to do in life. And I said, okay. And he took this shit and he chunked that bitch straight into the sink, shattered everywhere. I'm talking about yolks, eggshells all over the kitchen. And I'm like, bro, this is kind of aggressive. He said, when you have a kid, that's what happens. And it was funny, but it also kind of hurt me because I was like, damn, is this what you think of me? Like that fuck your shit up, bro. But he was like, but listen, like once you have a kid, it's gonna be a whole nother story. But as of right now, you keep your little shit in your pants because you're not ready for all that. You can barely take care of yourself. And I was like, well,
whoop, daddy.
There you go.
All right. Appreciate the talk. You know what I mean? It was very effective. Very effective. Could have been delivered a little different.
Yeah, for sure.
But very effective. Shout out to you, Pops. Love you, man.
Very unique.
For you, Vanessa, because I'll go last because my story ain't nowhere near as impactful as I'm sure y'all's are. And you mentioned on this podcast getting caught doing some things by your little sister. So.
No way.
She did. You was here.
You remember that? That was a long time ago.
No, you was here. So
no, my only talk really was, I remember one time I was riding in the car with my dad. I was junior, senior in high school. And all he said was pretty much, if you're going to give somebody the cookie, and that's what he called it, just make sure they earn it. Just don't be out here giving it to anybody for anything. And at the time, I was not doing it.
Because you went until sophomore year of college?
Almost sophomore year of college, yeah. So, but that kind of was his talk. He was like, that's like the most precious thing. Everybody wants that. Don't just be out here giving it to anybody and make people work for it. And that's really, that was his sex talk. But for me, I had a sister who had my nephews while she was in high school. My mama had my sister when she was in high school. So it was, for me, I was able to just kind of sit back, and they both did an amazing job. Went to school and they're in their respective fields, but for me, it was like, damn, it looked hard.
Yeah.
It was a hard road, and I don't want that. I don't want those problems. But yes, I did get caught. I wasn't doing nothing serious. Honestly, before I started doing it, I was doing everything but it. So, well, not everything, because I wasn't returning the favor. You know the favor I'm talking about. So I was just getting it done to me. But I was using my hand one time, and my sister barged in the door, and she just slid in the doorway like,
I like that.
Little sister, right?
My little sister, she's 5 years younger than me. Shout out to Ash. And coming down the hallway was my mama, and by then I done rolled over so that nobody could see anything. But
y'all was ever been in a room by yourself and close the door? Or you didn't know that they was home?
He used to stay the night.
Even
Mary.
This side.
Okay.
Yeah.
What side?
This side.
Yeah.
This side.
I was just gonna say,
I didn't live
that's
with this
crazy.
side at that moment. So, but I mean, honestly, we truly were not doing anything. So
you was in there doing this.
What that's gonna do?
Not
too
much.
Not
much.
You get somebody excited, but Jerry, I feel like you don't have 5 sex talks because you got
siblings,
cousins.
Had to hear it every different time it was resaid.
Friday at the Fennell.
Did you watch that show yet? No.
Answer
that. Okay. But no. For me, I would say
that
Vasco. You said you had the sex talk at about 15. That's typically the age where guys have that talk. 15, 14, 13.
You had your first drink at.
Well, that was different.
I was finna say so. Shit, I don't want to wait.
But no, for me, I would say my dad passed when I was 14, so he didn't get the opportunity to give me that talk, right?
Okay.
But now that I think about it, now that you asked this question, I think that he kind of subliminally gave me that talk by playing the Life Jennings song SEX. Mama,
that did come out about that time.
Yeah, so I was like, so maybe that was like his, because he turned it up when I was in the car, but I thought that he was turning it up for my sister Peggy, which I'm in my mind, I still believe
Both
that.
of y'all just got to talk at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time.
So he's like, I ain't gotta say nothing. Life's a trip. Heard you just turned 17 and finally got some hips. Hustlers on the block go crazy when you lick your lip. So I don't know if that was his way of subliminally giving us the talk. She's 3 years older than me, so if I was 14, she was 17. But I didn't really get a sex talk like birds and the bees and the closest thing I got to a sex talk was my brother JoJo walking into a room eating a banana, and he was smacking it. He was like, "Boy, banana tastes like pussy," and then walked out. Man, what? Man, what? Okay, that was it. That's all I got.
Banana tastes like pussy.
Banana tastes like pussy, and then walked out. That's it.
That's
all I
too
got.
much.
That's all I got. I promise on everything.
I tried to get my little brother one.
He may not remember that. You try to give your brother the talk?
Just a little one via text message. I was like, okay, well, condoms are cool. Birth control is also cool. Abstinence is the coolest, but you know what I'm saying? Just
you know how I get my brother to talk?
make sure you're being smart.
You know how I get my brother to talk?
How?
He was playing, I think it was Fortnite. I'm talking to him.
Plays Fortnite.
He said some shit. I said, nigga, you ain't fucking no bitches. Who ain't fucking no bitches? I said,
Yeah.
you ain't fucking. You that. I said, what? I said, what you know? What you know? He said, I know I love song. I said, you don't know shit,
Angelica.
Yeah.
And my brother JoJo also would do shit like, because like, when we was younger, I was like 15, he was whatever age. But when you get that thing, you want to do that thing like this. I'm like, what to get on what thing? Do it again.
He's trying to teach them boys some scrolls, you know what I'm saying? Look,
do it again. Now you do it again. Let me see. So is it hip? So no, I never really got a sex talk of a, so when you get a girl and you wanna make her feel special. I never got that. But I'm ready for my kids though. As soon as we have them.
You turned out good. You turned out good.
Yeah, I'm alright. I ain't no hoe. Why y'all got quiet?
Hey, what's the next topic?
What the fuck y'all got quiet for?
I think it's
Before we go, I got one question for y'all. And I guess this kind of goes to Vanessa's question. People are mad at Lil Duval and T.I. They were mad at them for...
Don't start this shit.
Get me hip.
Should I not say it, Vanessa?
Go ahead.
They were mad at... So T.I. on his podcast, Expeditiously, said that... Did I say that word? I fucked the word up.
No, that's right.
You did.
Okay. On his podcast, he was basically saying that you have to spend the thought prevention hours with your daughter. And that's a phrase that Lil Duval coined, like, yep, just getting those thought prevention hours in, making sure my daughter ain't no hoe, just spending time with her. So people were like going in on T.I. and Lil Duval for basically saying like, what the fuck wrong with y'all? Just be a daddy.
Just, that's it. Like, that's how I feel. Just be a dad. You don't have to do all of that. Like, I don't.
What the fuck is hoe prevention though? Like,
It's quality time.
Basically saying like, the girls that grow up with no daddy in their lives, those be the ones that be like strippers and hoes, and they don't got no morals and values.
Oh, so these niggas just trying to be funny.
Yeah, it's
He's
funny.
just trying to be funny.
So
T.I., you ain't no fucking
It's
comedian.
a Lil Duval
So it was a bad
thing.
joke. Let's just say it was a bad
I don't
joke.
think that it was
when
bad.
Lil Duval do it, it's kind of like
A bad joke.
it's still to
It's
me.
funny.
For me, it's a bad joke.
That's funny.
But I can understand T.I. doing it simply for the fact T.I. got some controversy around his name right now when it comes to especially his daughters.
The hymen. That was a shit. That was some
He's
shit
too
for
much.
2020.
Yeah, he need to mind his business.
But
Mind your son.
I get what he was saying though.
I see what you're saying, but why you gotta do all of that?
That's a funny guy joke. I hate to say it. That's a funny guy joke. Like, I wouldn't say that shit around my mom or my daughters. Like, it's a time and a place for saying some shit like that.
My auntie-in-law told me a joke, and then we gonna go to the next thing. So I'm gonna ask the room. What do you tell a woman with two black eyes? Nothing. You already told her twice.
Boop, boop. There goes the Dignified Delinquents.
We do not promote or condone.
Throwing us in there with T.I. do.
That was not my joke. I heard that joke from someone else.
Joke.
That was auntie
That's
joke.
Jared joke.
That was auntie joke.
That was auntie joke.
Auntie joke. Vasco, what's your question of the week this week, man? Before we get up out of here.
All right, so question of the week this week is, if y'all had the ability to dedicate more time, deposit more time, invest into something, anything of your choosing in 2020, what would it have been? If you could have dedicated more time to something in 2020, what would you have dedicated your time to? What would you invested more time into? What would you use to perfect XYZ? You feel me? Is this question making sense?
No, that's good. My peoples. Honestly, like this year has shown me the importance of being there for people who are important to you. So I would wish I had more time to do that. I really don't have time to do that realistically. I'm on a mission right now. So, but I wish I had more time to do that.
Myself.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, myself.
Yours is a good answer too.
Yeah, yours is good too.
I didn't mean to make it like.
No, that was good. But myself, and I think I am grateful for 2020. Although there is a lot that has happened this year, and so many people were affected. I'm grateful for it, for the fact that the world stopped.
Oh, I love that part of the world.
I did, and it's sad to say, but the world stopped, and it kind of felt like. You ever saw one of the movies where like things start moving in slow motion, like dun, dun, dun. It's like we had a good 3 months of that.
Took a little break.
Right before that, I was like, damn, I got so much stuff. I just need the world to stop. Like, and my due dates don't keep approaching. I just need
something.
And then that shit happened.
And then
and it happened right after spring break, right after I went to a music festival. Boom.
So I would say like. I used 2020 to find out my niche. And I don't know if I ever said this on this podcast, but I had got. I'm not gonna get emotional, but I'm not. You're not going to. I'm a very emotional person, but I'm not gonna cry on this podcast.
Yeah,
I would cry in a heartbeat, but not on this podcast.
Yeah,
but. Yeah. I might cry on this podcast.
Gonna cry right now.
No. But no, I had got to a point where for me, I was so focused on professionalism, right? Mm-hmm. After graduation, I wanted to be, this professional guy and da. And this is basically how the term the Dignified Delinquent came about too. I was working and I was like wearing suits to work every day and, really trying to hone in on this professional. I got my Facebook changed. And I had to flip in my mind like, okay, I'm gonna do this different. I wanna blend the two. Like, why can't I blend it? Why can't I be both? Mm-hmm. Why can't I be a dignified delinquent? That was in 2016. So for the longest, every year just trying to figure out something. Like, we gonna do this, and no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. And I started, and I'm not. So this year, the 2020 allowed me to just like stop, focus on me. And hone in like, okay, Jerry, what do you want to be a stand-up comedian? Do you want to be a writer? Do you want to be this? Do you want to go get your MBA? Mm-hmm. Like, what are you going to do? Because it was opportunities this year with like MBA. We're gonna let everybody in. Come on. Mm-hmm. And I was on the thing like, okay, I'm gonna do it. But then I was like, Jerry, what do you
want to do?
Really want to do? And hone in on that shit. And I think that oftentimes when the world is open, you're moving so fast like this, like you make decisions often where it's like, all right, well, shit, I just signed up for it, let me do it.
I need that to happen yearly.
What?
Just a shutdown.
So what I did this year too, I took a week off of work for myself.
Okay.
Not for anything, not for like birthday trip or be traveling. Nope, for myself. Mm. And I was able to just sit home because I don't know for you, Vanessa, but or Vasco, but like. When we had to go back to work after quarantine, after being home for like, 3 months, I was a little agitated at the fact that we had to go back to work.
I was all March, April, May, June.
4 months. About 4 months.
August. Yeah.
About 4 months. For me, 4 months. So I was a little agitated that I had to go back to work. So
for me, it was like, I was agitated that I had to go back to work, but for me, it was like, damn, I never want to have to be in this position again. Like, where there's a whole fucking pandemic happening. People are dying. Like, the Flagler County principal passed away. Kids are dying. But we're at work every day with all of these kids every day. And it made me be like, I need to work for myself.
So, So I think for me, I was agitated in the sense of like, let me figure out my own shit too. Like, if one of the things I always tell people, if them people gonna fire you, they gonna fire you. They're not gonna care about your thoughts and your feelings and your. So whenever someone be like, oh, I think about applying to this job, I don't know, I don't want to hurt people's feelings at the job. If they was gonna let your ass go,
they was gonna let your ass go.
Oh, we're so sorry. Gotta let you go. So don't be afraid to quit that goddamn job. That's a side message.
Or take that day off.
Or take that day off. Like do what you got to do for your own mental sake.
And while we right here, I want to take this opportunity to just challenge everybody who's watching right now. If you are watching this podcast right now, with 2021 coming up, take this opportunity to write down 3 things that you are going to dedicate 2021 to, that you are going to focus on, whether that be yourself, whether that be a craft, whether that be something that you're aspiring for. 3 things for 2021. Since this is the last episode of 2020, let's go into 2021 with some fucking goals and accomplish those goals.
I'm looking at our executive producer sweatshirt. She probably like, why she keep staring at me? But her sweatshirt says "Be great," and I'm like,
"Be great."
So inspired.
You know that's my email signature.
Be great.
Love it.
It's a sign.
Jared the Great is my name. So and we can end on this. I'm sorry, but so the reason why I end on be like my signature is "Be great," right? So when I was in high school playing football, and it was my sophomore year, my football coach came in with this big ass aspiration of, because in school you can recognize this, and you play softball so you can recognize this. Y'all have like mottos or mantras for the year. Yeah. So one year it'll be BE, best ever, be the best ever that you can be. Or one year it'll be TNT, to the next level. Next year it was whatever. So he came in this year, and I don't know what kind of drink he had drunk or what kind of weed he had smoked. But he came in this particular year, and we gonna end 2021 on this as I sit back. 2020 on this as I sit back. He came in, and he said he just went to the board, and he wrote WTA. And that was the mantra. He was like, "What the fuck is WTA mean?" Coach Allen, what is win them all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Win them all. So we was like, win them all. He's like, we gonna fucking win every single thing this year. Now this is a team that went 4-6 the year before.
Bro, you reminded me of myself. Keep going though. Keep going. Hold on. This sounds familiar.
This is a team that went 4-6 the year prior. We ain't had that much turnover. Like ain't shit changed. The district still like the big players from last year still in the district. Like they seniors this year, and we gonna win them all this year. Cool. So we jumped on board. Like, yeah, won them all. WTL 3, WTL 3, 1, 2, 3, win them all. We went out there that first week and got swept by Seabreeze High School.
Seabreeze good.
Seabreeze is decent. So when we came to practice on Monday, this WTA shit, that's out the water, right? Like that shit done. Salute to Coach Allen for saying WTA isn't about, I know he must have thought about this shit over the weekend. He's like, but WTA isn't about winning every single game. Win them all is about winning every single opportunity that you have. Yeah. So every single time you get a rep, every single time you throwing some weight up, every single time you have a chance to be great in your classroom, try your best to win them all.
Build that winning mentality, man.
Win it. So for me, my name is Jared the Great, but for me, I know that I would never be great. I would never be perfect. I would never be stellar. I would never be the best. But if I'm striving to be that, if I'm striving to be great every single day, then I'm on my track to win them all. Like I know I'm gonna fall short, but as long as I'm striving for perfection, I'm striving for greatness. I'm striving to get to that peak, that apex, which I know I'm gonna fall short of. But if you're striving to get there, you're gonna land higher than a whole lot of other people. So in my email signature, I tell everybody to be great.
Amen.
And I hope that you take that and run with it.
Amen, man.
My email signature is, if you take the side of the oppressor, or you are not helping the oppressor, something like that shit. Goddamn, cut their part there.
I see. I know
something
what you're talking about.
Like
talking
the
about,
oppressor, It's like Ellie Weasel. I know that part. But
hey, listen, we are the Dignified Delinquents. We got to get the hell up out of here because we finna turn the hell up for this new year. That's what we gonna do. So let me know, Sko, where can they follow you at?
Y'all already know, man. You can follow me on Instagram, or you can follow me on Snapchat at IAM.VSJ. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at the IAM.VSJ. Now, Ness, where can they find you?
Nessa_Mufasa on Instagram as well as Twitter. Statement.threads for my teas. Authentic educators for my educator biz. Jerry.
Hey.
You better. Hey, it's your boy Jerry the Great. You can follow me on all platforms at Jerry the Great. That's Jerry THA Great. Listen, on behalf of every dignified delinquent in this room, we are wishing everybody whose ears are hearing this, whose eyes are seeing this, a very, very, very Happy New Year. Listen, 2020 has been some shit. We all done went through some shit, and we all done learned some shit.
Amen.
2021, claim it, grow from it. We are the rose in the concrete.
Amen.
They thought they buried us. They thought they put dirt on us. They thought they put concrete on us, but there's a crack. The devil thought he had me. Oh, but around. Hey, listen. I wish y'all nothing but the best, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in every week and rocking with us. We are the Dignified Delinquents. And guess what? We out.
You're old.